Hello everyone, good afternoon. Save with Crypto here. Now I thought I was going to be alone today because it's Wednesday when normally Maff has loads of sort of strange meetings for whatever he does. But in fact, he's actually here. Hello Maff, how you doing?
Hello, not bad, thanks. Yeah, very pleased to be here and glad I could make it, blah, 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 etc.
That actually sounded very, very positive and good. All right, yeah.
Until the blah, 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 etc. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously,
yada.
Yeah, haven't thought that bit through. Okay, brilliant. Well, first of all, hello, Scotty, and hello, Kaz. I'm sure there's other people here as well, because according to the stats, there's 5 people here on YouTube and 3 people on Twitter. No, it's not called Twitter now. X.
Yeah. See that's where you're going wrong. That's why there's only the 3. So,
yeah, that yeah. Unfortunately, people go like boomer.
Yeah, exactly.
as soon as I call it Twitter, and then reveal I have a Yahoo email address. That's not true, actually.
Yeah, just go from bad to worse. So, yeah.
I know. What's the real classic one? It's AOL.com, isn't it? You know, people with the AOL.
Yeah, I might still have one of their CDs, CD-ROM discs as a like. So I was using one as a coaster for a while.
Oh, to set the dial-up with.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, do you remember those just used to be absolutely everywhere? Because they would just arrive in the post and they'd be on the front of magazines, and just, well, maybe that's about it.
Well, I remember. I kind of think where we got them from there, but do you remember FreeServe?
Yeah.
I mean, FreeServe. I think you could just go into like Dixon's or one of those sort of shops and actually just pick up a FreeServe CD. And I thought, this is incredible. Not only do you get free internet, you actually you don't pay for the actual call when it connects. And I thought that's got to be the future, you know. And it was.
And then they went bankrupt.
Yeah.
So they must be absolute geniuses to have figured out a business model where they can give their entire product away for free. In fact, pay for every customer that they have, and yet somehow just because there was such hype around it, wasn't there, at the time? And I knew people who had bought shares in FreeServe, thinking like, well, like you're saying, like this is the future. This is how it's going to be done.
Yeah.
The brave new frontier of the internet, this new exciting, weird, mysterious thing where all the rules are different, and it was just crap. I mean, well, it wasn't crap, but it just like obviously it just wasn't going to work. So, and it didn't.
Well, I mean, I can't remember how did they try and make money? I didn't they used to have like a banner or something on their browser, but then nobody used their browser or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's that. It all just went a bit wrong. I guess, looking at them a bit more favourably, they were probably like early pioneers in the, you know, the users are your business model or something like that. You know, where we are, you know, we are the data that they can make money from. Essentially, we are the product. I was trying to think of. That the users are the product, and just like making money from it. So they hadn't. I guess they just hadn't figured it out quite yet. And I think it was probably because their thing involves like stepping into the real world, and that particular business model doesn't really work as soon as you're outside the, you know, the actual sort of bits and bytes domain. Then it all breaks down a bit.
Yeah. Anyway, they're not here anymore. Anyway, right. So as I thought I was going to do this on my own, I was going to do it a bit different. I hadn't really thought it through actually. But hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Let me just remove that. Sorry, your head's gone big.
If I'd known, I would have brushed my hair.
Why can't I? That still haven't quite got the
staring into infinity. It's amazing.
I know. Sorry about this. Right. Yeah. So it's not very exciting when I show you. It's just a proof. That's all. Right. So what I've done, right, is I've been looking at the 1 minute time frame with Bitcoin, and I've been looking for the retracement levels, and I was actually thinking, can I actually do a kind of strategy that's almost, it's not going to be the best strategy in the world, but it's going to be one of those things where, if you were careful, you could probably sort of make a bit of money. So what I did was I just set a limit order at the 1 minute bullish retracement, which I'll show you in a moment. So just to show you, currently I entered this about 5 minutes ago, so my entry price was 94733. Okay, right, so let's get rid of that. Sorry, you've gone big again. And then
they've got like a centre parting. So you just sort of,
yeah, I did say I was going to put the camera on as well this week. I will.
Well, you could do that maybe because you were going to do a Mafftopia appearance, weren't you?
Oh,
being the volcano subject matter expert. So maybe that could be the inaugural, showing your face.
Face reveal.
Face reveal.
It's not
do like the Invisible Man, just undoing the bandages or something.
Yeah, I was actually gonna. I don't know. I was thinking, shall I get a clown outfit just for a hand?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know, but I'm not going to do it. Anyway, so look, this is what I did, right? So this is Bitcoin. This is actually the Bybit chart. I'm actually trading it on Bitunix, but so literally all I just want to see how it progresses during the stream, really. So literally all I did was I put a limit order there on 9.4, whatever that is. Actually, I use the thingy. The what's it one? Let's change this to the Bitunix chart just so I've got the exact thing. So it's not that one. It's BTC USDT. It's that one, isn't it? I think.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So that level was pretty much 94734, which is about where I went long there. So I'm long from about there right now. Okay, so the price has gone up, and I was almost thinking, like, shall I do it so I'd literally just open on a green, close on a red? I don't know, but at the moment I don't know. I think there's a little bit more upside, so I'm going to leave it for a little bit during the stream. But I might,
Sure.
if it goes up there, say like 95, just over 95, I might close it and then just see how many times I can do that during the stream. Really, unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's on a different computer, but I want to see if I can. Actually, can I? So I'll just talk amongst yourselves. I know I can't. Right. I'll see what I can do. If it gets exciting, I'll see what I can do. But my intention is to probably close it up at 95, right? So that would give something like that would be 0.32%. I'm actually doing on 20x leverage, which is quite silly, but that would give 0.6. That would give like 1.5% profit or something like that, which is not a lot. Actually, is that all it is? What? Yeah. Or maybe I'll leave it for a bit. See if I can get it. I'm looking for something like a 5% profit. So maybe if we get it there or something, which looks quite feasible, doesn't it? You know, if that was a sort of like little double bottom, and then
So how far is 5%? Is that up to the to that level? Okay.
Yeah. So what would that be? That would be 0.8 0.8. So 1.6 3.2. That'll probably do actually. In fact, shall I just set a? I'll decide what to do, but I might just set a take profit there, and see what happens. Right.
So what leverage are you on?
I'm on 20x, but I've got plenty of margin left if I need to reduce it or whatever, or you know. I'm just trying to think of some sort of. I just noticed because it's like recently it's been like really quite well behaved. Obviously these are a bit of a concern, but it's been generally without these big pumps, it's been pretty well behaved.
Lots of ranging basically.
Yeah. So I wondered if I could just make a little bit of money doing that. Really.
Just looking at that, it's ranging, but there's like a bit of compression, isn't there, towards the end of that? So it's like,
well, yeah, that's only the 1 minute time frame. If you look at it on the 12-minute, let's go out.
Yeah.
Let's go out further. Let's go out a bit further. I mean, when was that pump? That was oh shit. When am I looking at? Sorry, excuse my French. So the pumpy bit was last night, wasn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. And then it's sort of, I don't know. It all looks quite bullish to me, really. I mean, we've certainly got. If I just add, I know I like to add that 5 EMA there with Quadzilla, which we will mention in a moment. I mean, hourly time frame. We've got these EMAs like red, cyan, yellow, green. That's a 5, 9, 21, and 55 EMA. They are provided by our indicator, Quadzilla. I mean, these are in the right order to be a trend in motion to the upside. So that's all quite positive, and that's on the 4 hour. So that's really good. I mean,
so the trend is your friend, as they say. So like from that dipping down to a lower time frame, you'd see.
Yeah.
So you could kind of view it that more likely to go up than down overall.
Yeah.
So that would kind of guide the trading at those low levels.
I think so. And I have to say at this point, I mean, back in November, I was banging on about this. This was on the 3-day time frame. We were getting a green background here, which was the first time it had happened since January 2023. Okay. So, and I was saying, this has got to be near a bottom, and I even looked on the 4-day time frame, and we were getting it there, which had never happened before. And I was saying at that point, that's got to be near a bottom, and indeed that was 17%. No, sorry, we're up 17% from there, which is quite a big deal for Bitcoin, isn't it? 17%. So I think Quadzilla is just brilliant, and that's really cool. I just want to show you some other things just while I'm here, and I think, by the way, if we have time, I think we should look at.
I've got a little thing about that, which I wanted
Okay,
to.
we'll come back to that in a moment.
Yeah.
Because that's worth looking at. I have to say as well, I've been banging on about Zoid Pay, right? Because this is the month when they're supposed to release the app that they've been talking about for about 4 years. And, I keep sort of teasing them a little bit in the in the Telegram group, saying like, you're gonna look really stupid if it doesn't come out in January. And there was like, no, it's gonna come out in January. And they seem definitely convinced that it is. And I do have a little bit of a source, actually, someone who's quite a large investor in well, the whole thing really. And they kind of not assured me, but they said it's all going to plan anyway. So obviously, I've been
just a quick thing about that. Are they someone who might be inclined to come onto the channel and talk?
Oh, that's a good point, actually. I mean, this is just a person who's I don't know, actually. I can ask. He's not from. Actually, there's three of them. It's a guy and his dad.
Oh, literally they. Okay, not just pronoun they.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's. Don't get me started.
Z-ist. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me started about that. But
yeah.
No, indeed, I'm actually talking about a guy who I communicate with. Is a guy in his 20s. His dad and his dad's friend, right? Who have between them done some huge investments in various people, and they've been involved with some very, very serious amounts of money and stuff. They're based in the Netherlands.
They might like to invest in Quadzilla. You never know.
Actually, to be honest, that's the sort of thing I've. Because the two paths don't sort of cross much because it's not on a decent chart, on an exchange at the moment. It's only on either this X exchange chart or Btcoin.
Sorry, I just read Scotty's last comment there. Sorry to interrupt and be more disruptive than helpful, but let's bring that up for a second. Oh no, my mistake. So that genuinely got my hopes up then. So thanks for that.
Well, to be honest, stick it on the 1 hour chart. I mean, what it did. This was last night. The thing is that the market cap's only 500,000, or something like that. It's not a lot. It did actually go up 84% last night.
Okay.
And then it came down. Then it came down.
Oh, yeah.
But I was talking about this.
Oh, sorry. I just saw the giant wick. I wasn't seeing that initially. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, I was talking about this.
There are obviously some people who are a bit trapped with their tokens there, and they probably just got the hell out while they could. I mean, I do think that's probably a bit of a mistake anyway, because I think XTP potentially has a great future.
This isn't XTP,
isn't it? Oh, what are we looking at? Sorry.
We're
on Zoidpay.
Oh, Scott, you was talking about XTP.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I got confused.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that has a problem. However, we are planning to talk again to that guy called Roman, who is very close to. Doesn't sound very good. He's close to arson.
Yeah, there's Anyway, I won't go into. A few jokes sprang to mind, but yeah.
So I think things are actually possibly okay there. But anyway, I'm not quite as enthusiastic about that as I am about this in the near future. Let's say. But yeah. So I mean, I was talking about this around about Christmas time, wasn't I? So when was that? That was sort of. Oh, let's say I was talking about it on that day there. I wasn't, but so up 89% since last a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and it does look like something that might be recovering. If I zoom right out, the chart looks bloody awful, but nevertheless, the all-time low was last summer.
Yeah.
In August, so we are actually up, 853% since from the all-time low.
Yeah. I mean, that's a hell of a chart. Is that the daily? So,
yeah,
well, it doesn't look natural, does it? Doesn't
but
belong to you.
but
Okay. In the scheme of things, it's
looks like it's
a blip.
dead.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's like one of those sequences where you kind of zoom out from planet Earth out into the alleged universe. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean the chart as a whole looks terrible, but I think it is showing signs of life anyway. So there is that, and I could take a quick look at XTP. We haven't, there's no chart for XTP, is there? 'Cause it's not on a bloody exchange anymore.
Bleeding it, yeah. That's
it's on Probit, and Probit are going bust next month. It's like I don't know, it's like it is like a Norman Wisdom film, actually. It's
yeah. It is. It's also like, but if anyone like in the XTP or rather in the Telegram group mentions about how bad the XTP is doing, they get very defensive and a bit snarky about it, and like, well, actually, if you bought it this precise day, then you'd be up some amount or whatever. But seemingly refusing to acknowledge just the absolute toilet that they're standing in, if you know what I mean. Just
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you actually in any of the XTP Telegram groups?
Yeah, I'm in the official one, but I've never been allowed to speak or interact in there.
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't even comment anything that got my rights revoked. It's just I've never ever been allowed to. It just said like,
what you cannot post in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but worded in a way that like you've been denied. You've been denied or something. So if I cared enough about it, I would chase it up with their customer service or whatever and try and get access, but I don't. So
Okay.
I'm quite happy just to observe from afar.
Yeah, because I got banned from there, which is incredible, really. Because I talk about the bloody thing all the time. Well, I used to anyway. I talk about it all the time, and then I because I mentioned crypto.com one day, and then they banned me.
Because it's a URL. Yeah.
No, they threatened me on X. Because I mentioned crypto.com, and it made a link,
Yeah.
and then in the Telegram group, I said something that was, I think it was vaguely complimentary, but and then they banned me, and I was like, I mean, it wasn't just me. A lot of people were saying like, do you know who he is? And which is a fair point, because I've been sort of like, talking about XTP for far too long now. It's like 3 or 4 years or whatever. And eventually, I had to grovel a little bit to a bloke called Fat Elvis or whatever, and no, the King Elvis. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think there's a Fat Elvis in there now. I think, but there's someone called King Elvis who's the admin bloke, and
pre hamburgers, I guess.
Yeah, I had to sort of grovel to him, and I thought I don't really want to do that, and your music shit anyway, So.
Yeah, exactly. You can't sing, really. Overrated.
Anyway, so I'm back in a Bebopalula, but yeah, it's just a weird thing. And they've got this bloody awful person doing their X stuff, the posts on there are just absolute cringe. They're like, really, could you just not post? It's like, it's just, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. They need a good talking to in my mind, but but anyway, yeah, I don't know. Zoidpay, don't bet the farm on it, but to be honest, I bought $1,000 worth of it in December. And it's now worth 3,000. So, I've got a lot more besides, but like, I just wanted to sort of buy a bit then and sort of follow how that grand's worth would do, and so far it's like tripled in value. So
Yeah.
I'm quite happy about that. That's cool. Anything else I want to mention before I hand over the thingy? If that's what you want me to do. Do you want me to do that?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll talk about the fried thingy. Swissborg. Swissborg. They've doesn't look very good when you look at it like that. But if I zoom in a bit more, go to 1 hour. Yeah, they've been quite good. They've been quite good doing their kind of like they're not AMAs, are they? They call them powwows, where Cyrus Fizal does a little, talk about what they're up to and stuff. It's generally all quite positive and all quite good, But generally, the price of Swissborg, I think that's looking all right. I think that might be having a little bit of a bounce from the bottom. So I still think this is a good buy. I still think it will go up a lot more.
Yeah.
So there is that.
I actually I kind of exited Swissborg.
Okay.
Because but I think it was a problem that was probably unique to me, which is one of the things is that I kind of sold the board, the cheese board, whatever coins at the probably near the bottom, I think.
Right.
But also just I kind of reached a level where if I wanted to put any more money into the account, then all of a sudden they wanted like what they were calling like proof of wealth of the previous stuff. But it's only because the price had gone up, like kind of beyond what I'd put in, and it was weird. But they wanted me to send like virtually all of my bank statements over a certain period of time, and I didn't want to because it was just I thought, no one else has asked me to do that, no other exchange or anything, like no other bank I think would be asking me to do that, and it just seems unusually invasive.
They did ask me something, but I don't think I had to sort of send anything in or anything like that. I think they just asked me some questions, which I just lied about as per normal.
Usual thing.
Yeah. I'll just tell them a load of bollocks, and it'll all be fine. And that's what I did.
But it's also that because I put in a bunch of money, and then they kind of held it. They kind of nabbed it and said, "Oh, you can't have this," because I mean they did give it back, but I had to go in and especially ask for them to just return the money to me. But they're saying like, "Oh, we're going to hold on to this until you've proved that your wealth didn't come from criminal activities or drug running or whatever."
So
which I didn't want to do.
But your actual activity was just holding their coin, wasn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. So
yeah.
It was a bit weird. So it just like as soon as it just like touched, just like slightly went over the threshold. I think it was like £30,000 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, but that was way more than I'd actually put in. And yeah, so since then I just thought, well, I won't bother then. It's just
no, fair enough.
So, yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, because I was one of the Genesis level people, but I think I'm not sure. I think they've actually just done away with that kind of thing now. So I'm not particularly any privileged type person at the moment. So I think that's the case anyway. But if that is the case, then when it's worth loads, I'll just sell it and move on and do something else.
Basically, that's kind of the idea, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. I'm not particularly precious about it anyway. I'm just going to mention Solana as well.
Yeah.
So Solana on the 12-hour time frame, we did get this bullish crossover of these EMAs, the yellow 21 and the green 55. We did get that on like last week, which is like really cool. That's on the 12-hour time frame. So I'm kind of looking out on the daily now, and I'm actually wondering, if that's gonna cross over soon, and we are going to get a proper pump in Solana as well at some point. But
it's due, isn't it? Cause, that'd be very nice.
It'd be nice for it to get up to the 200s again, wouldn't it? Something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
or beyond. I mean, we're probably looking like this is essentially a relief rally, isn't it? That we're seeing it in progress at the moment. It's a snowball rolling uphill, and at some point it's just going to like run
Yeah.
out and just roll back again. But it's definitely gathering mass as it rolls up. So,
Yeah.
I think as long as we're not kind of fooled into thinking that, or into believing that this time it's different, and it's just going to keep doing that throughout this year,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm there's no. It would be well. I'll tell you what. Should we just do the thing, and then I'll see what you say. Okay?
Well, I was probably going to do Chippy first, so it's worth doing that one. Yeah.
Let's do that.
On Free Chippy Friday, we gather and munch. Golden fish and chips, the perfect lunch. By the seaside, with girls in a flock. We savor the moment on Chippy Watch. Chippy Watch.
Ah, excellent.
Okay.
I did see this actually. I was looking at this morning, thinking like, that is just brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing, yeah. So I just wanted to crow about this for 20 minutes or so. Just let us all just stare in silence at the monumental precision of that.
To be
So
fair,
kind of
though,
wanted
to be fair, that's the 2-day time frame, and like that is quite special. But I don't know. I mean, we were looking at the 1-day time frame for a long time on the way down, and we were looking for it getting down to that bullish retracement line, which we thought it did whenever that was. A while ago, and it almost went there, and it went back up a little bit, and then it did close it properly, didn't it? Sort of. I didn't notice that extra new one though. Sort of.
Oh, that's just started drawing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting because it's also just also just the fact that it's also drawn in a new retracement channel as well. So it's kind of obviously there is this one which is between that kind of like infamous bullish retracement level forming the bottom there, and the bearish one kind of forming a sometime top, I suppose, or at least sometime resistance. And the mid range of that, the fair value area, which really is kind of from about there where the price is now, up to kind of there-ish, I suppose, taking in that liquidity. Should I draw it? So it's kind of like there. That's my super straight line up to kind of about there. And so that, if we take that as like a range rather than just like a straight line, a level, then it kind of like also encompasses this newer mid range over here. So that's looking like, so it might well bounce off that that 2-day bearish retracement level there.
Yeah.
So that's definite resistance. I mean, you can kind of see it in the sense that there was a I don't know if you can really see it all that clearly at all, but there's, or maybe it's just come back. No, yeah, there's a teeny little mini wick. There's just there, like little thing poking up, but on the, so in other words, it's touched that the bearish retracement level come down a bit. It might come down a little bit further, and then push on up. So, I mean, looking at that, that's just kind of, you can just about see the teeny little mini wick on that one as well. But if it does, it'll probably hit resistance. Well, it's kind of hitting resistance now, I think, because it's entering that zone. But particularly as it gets closer to that, to the fair value area there. So probably that, so that might see a bit of that. Then I think when it breaks up through that, it might do that, ideally. And then of course it'll reach the top of that area, which will be nice. And that'll be kind of like, I suppose from where it kind of began down here, overall that would be a 250% kind of thing, pump, but to that mid range, 125. Neither of those are to be sniffed at all, because so if that can keep going, that's the key thing, isn't it? Because this is obviously riding the overall just general sort of relief rally, the overall positivity thing that we're seeing in the market generally at the moment, but also of course the news driven stuff that just now with Chippy 2.0 they're it's not just soon, and it's not just ready, it's actually here. I think that was the order it went in, wasn't it? And each of those took, well, it feels like they took like maybe 6 to 12 months each.
Yeah, and it's still not quite here.
No. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's in the here zone. So
yeah, it was nice. I mean, yesterday I kind of logged into my Phantom wallet, and me chippy holdings were up like $800, and today they're up like 260. So I'm quite happy.
Yeah, same actually. So just happily holding on to that. It's I mean, I don't think I'll ever sell the whole lot, but just, I mean, I might. I mean, in fact, I've never ever sold any chippy, but I think depending where it goes, I might take a bit of profits on the way. It'd be silly not to. But definitely keeping hold of the bulk of the bag, I think.
Well, I haven't really calculated my average buy price, and I don't particularly want to be honest. But I think it's probably a little bit higher than where we are now. Yeah, it's definitely higher than where we are now. But I was actually wondering when it gets up to there. I don't know. It's tempted to do like a little bit of sort of trading with it when it sort of like develops any sort of range, isn't it? And sort of like just buy and sell it a little bit. And I don't know. I might do that, but every time I do that, I always kind of get a bit greedy, and then I sort of end up selling it and buying something else with it. And yeah, I don't know if I will do that. I'm usually better off by just thinking like, let's forget about it and look at it in 6 months' time.
It's probably one of those coins, isn't it? That there'd be other ones to sort of that'd be more effective for trading. If you're looking for like low liquidity type, or in fact low order volume kind of coins to trade with. There are some others that you actually could use a teeny bit of leverage on them as well. Just
on a side note, that trade I was talking about at the start. So I'm now I must have got my figures wrong, but I'm now 7.83% in profit. So yeah, that worked out all right actually. So anyway, just for the record, I've now put a stop loss into profit, so I'm just going to try and ignore that for a while. But anyway, just thought I'd mention that. That was
yeah. Thank you for the update.
But I was looking for that 95k sort of area, and it's at 95.85 at the moment. So
okay, actually, yeah. I was just looking at this because I thought have a look on this 45-minute time frame that I keep hearing so much about, and yeah, it doesn't give us much there on this chart, but we have got like, so there's a step 3 of a bullish retracement level there, which the price is kind of ranging a bit on there, isn't it? But it looks like it wants to come up to there, and notably each of these levels are kind of virtually, well, yeah, but that one at the top, these kind of in the middle of it, are basically like within that range that it drew in. So could well see that the price just kind of impulsively pumping a bit more just up into here, and that kind of becoming support, and that being the range essentially.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility. The 1 hour gives us some nicer, prettier colours to work with, I suppose. But,
Do you think we should do the jingle before it becomes irrelevant?
Yeah, in fact, yeah, that's probably it for Chippy, isn't it? So let's do some TA for Bitcoin.
Okay.
Bitcoin price is predicted for you. Save with crypto and math. Bears and bulls will dance and move. Altcoins, shortcoins, stocks and forex too. Math and save will surf the wave. Bears and bulls will dance and
And from Norwich, it's Sale of the Century with your host,
Yeah.
Nicholas Parsons. Oh, no, it's not. It's Maff.
Yeah, so, same difference, really, isn't it? Just, yeah.
They did used to say that, from Norwich, didn't they? Sort of.
I remember that from Norwich. So,
What was the
whoa,
big deal?
Norwich!
Guys, the show from Norwich, brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I tuned in sooner. So, well, I suppose if you tuned in sooner, you would have got like
Yeah, you
Coronation Street or something.
Yeah, you'd be watching something different,
Yeah.
That's from Manchester, surely, not Norwich.
I need to brush up on my UK geography, obviously. So, yeah, okay. So this is Bitcoin on the 4-hour, and in previous, what do you call them, sessions, TA sessions, TA workshops, or whatever. I've drawn in these basically high lows, and as you can see, it's very much like continuing that pattern. What it's currently doing with this kind of, one hopes that's a bull flag. It's kind of a continuation pattern of that, but it is also like remarkably potentially like that one, which obviously just kind of came down. So if it is, then we might expect a bit of that. But even with that one, it retained the higher low. So in which case it might, if it start from there or start from there. So it might, if it's like, I was going to say worst case, but I suppose worst case would be like, well, that's it. It's a very moribund kind of pump, relief rally, and that's it. See you for the next bull market. But it's actually kind of so that scenario notwithstanding, the worst case here would be that it at least kind of comes down but stays above, so it retains the higher low, so maybe down to about there or something, even a bit higher, really, probably from there. So I'll maybe do that about there. So that kind of thing, except not as stretched out. So, and that would be around about 91.3, 91.4 if it did come down to there. However, what it's clearly done is worked its way back up into this order block from yoinks ago. And if so, because like here, it kind of dipped up into the order block, failed to turn that into support, dropped back down, having another go, kind of poked above it, and so maybe that now will become a support. It might even be down to there. There's probably liquidity in just that area, which will be there. So if it pulls back, it might be to around like 93.7 up to 94-ish, 94.1 or whatever, or it just ranges there, carries on it. But just kind of looking at that, I'd be kind of favouring that as probably the most likely scenario. I think that it's not going to drop down very far, so it might just continue a bit and on up. That would be invalidated if it drops below, I think there, basically below 94,000. If it drops below 94, then we'd expect it to come some way further down, I think, to It's like 91-ish, 91.2. That's my. It's more of a gut feeling about it rather than like anything particularly scientific. But if we look at the daily, then it gives us a slightly different picture, doesn't it, on the daily? Because that line up there. Yeah, interesting. That sort of slight digression, but that retracement channel between the two retracement levels, the 50% area there, I've got to redo that. So it's, I mean, I keep banging on about it being a gradient, really. So you get like a fair value area. You know.
How are you going to do it? What do you mean a gradient?
Well, so I was thinking that I should maybe do this. So that at the moment it's a fair value level.
Right.
Just it's strictly the 50%. So probably keep that dashed line there because it is really useful when it kind of marks out those levels.
Okay.
But we notice there, that 50% level there, doink, the price came and touched it perfectly.
Okay. So what do you mean, like a sort of going from like transparent to opaque in the middle? Was that sorry?
Something. I'd have to look at.
Oh, okay.
See what looks pretty, you know.
Yeah.
But essentially, it's it would mark out more of it like. So I'm kind of thinking of it as a gradient. If you think, so maybe rather than, so it might end up being drawn as a gradient, but conceptually think of a probability gradient. so like if that was really a zone, then because the price that represents the level that the price wants to return to.
Right.
It's like the homeostasis thing. So it's you've got a price magnet there trying to pull the price up in that direction, and we've got a price magnet there trying to pull the price down in that direction. So often you see the price doing that. So, you know, and kind of like until it comes back to that's meant to be there, drawn, you know, around that line. And then eventually it's basically compression, really, isn't it? So at some point then the price is going to rocket that way or rocket that way from there. But the probability thing is that be something like that with the dotted line in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And so probably depending on the situation, like is it more probable that it, so like if the price is up here, it's probably more likely to at least just get to there. So it's more probable there, and then, but eventually it's going to kind of, you know, come to there. If the market is in perfect balance, it's reaching its balance. So the only thing that tears it away from that balance is obviously imbalance. So some aggressive orders that are filling kind of either up there or down there. So that, if that makes sense, it's kind of why it's a probability gradient. So it's just a way to think of it. So like there wouldn't be like a hard and fast, you know, solid line there and a solid line there. It's like, you know, like the sort of 80 and 20 type of things we've got for the momentum oscillator. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, by the way, for anyone using Quadzilla, which I hope is all of you, do bear in mind that we did push out a slight update last night. So it's now version 1.7.1. So if you haven't got that, please do update it, because there was there was something that wasn't quite right due to shoddy programming.
oh, totally. Yeah, just bloody cowboys. Well, cowboy. It was essentially a typo. Funnily enough, it was just like one of those things where, but the thing itself is very minor, really. You just kind of like occasionally got like one or two more red or green backgrounds down here than probably should have been there.
But wasn't that what they said about Apollo 13 or something? Wasn't they oh yeah, we should have been a plus sign, not a minus.
yeah. And I mean that turned out okay. They survived. You know.
Yeah, not too bad.
No, exactly. Could have been worse. So, yeah, but also actually, I guess he wouldn't be watching right now. But I don't know if he watches the playbacks or not. But Britstralian Cryptic in the Discord. So thanks so much for spotting that and pointing it out. And it was a very quick fix when I finally had a chance to look at it.
Yeah.
Just like, oh bugger, there's a typo there. Fix that. So yeah, so definitely worth just getting the update from 1.7 to 1.7.1.
Yeah.
And I think so. Hopefully the next release, when I get a chance to do it, will be 1.8, which will probably have something to do with this. Just got to give it a bit more thought really about what's going to be effective, what's going to work. Anyway, yeah, huge digression, I suppose, but I guess interesting one. So what I was going to say was that halfway line, the 50% line, fair value area, kind of carried on. God damn it! Why can't I draw straight lines without using the straight line tool? Maybe I just need to use the straight line tool.
You
and you notice there that because I drew it in a very wonky way, it kind of ties in with, so that bullish retracement level started drawing there and is kind of exactly on the 50% line. So it works. So that is the perfect market balance level. As the price kind of works, and there you can see exactly, even though that stops drawing, it continues to be relevant. So the price is doing exactly that wavy thing. It's just that it was doing it over here. So the price is in that perfect balance just there. And so what it was drawing along is still very much relevant to it. So there'll be some impulsive move. There'll be some like orders filling, aggressive orders, either up here or down here. They'll push that. Probably tell that from the she's bring it the liquidation heat map. That's usually the thing, isn't it? Quadzilla. Yeah, I should probably do that as a quick sort of subliminal thing. Just flash that up and make it disappear. But let's going to move this over here for a sec. So let's kind of find the it's a coin glass, isn't it? It's been a while since I looked at this. Coin glass liquidation heat map. Cryptocurrency liquidation heat map. It was posh. Okay, let's bring it back. And Bitunix. Have we mentioned about their offer at the moment?
No, we haven't actually, and I can't believe no one's kind of gone for it actually. But
with the VIP7 and so on.
Well, yeah, because if you go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix, right? At the moment we've got this campaign going on, which is exclusive to our channel. So savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix. If you deposit, if you're a new user, if you deposit $100, you get a $50 free trading bonus. If you deposit $500, you get a $250 trading bonus, and if you deposit $1,000, you get a $500 trading bonus, which is absolutely phenomenal as well. As well as that, if you're an existing user using our link, what you also get, it's got these trading volume rewards, where, for example, if you do more than $100,000 trading volume, which I must admit I've actually done 3 times that, just trading with about $300 worth of stuff. So you don't need tons of money to get that, and then you get $100 at the end of the campaign for free as well. In addition, right, what we're doing as well, we have to do this manually, but if you've got a Bitunix account that you've signed up with our link, then if you've got $100 in there, I can upgrade you manually to VIP 5 for a month. And if you've got $1,000 in there, I'll upgrade you to VIP 7 for a month. And what's amazing as well, I don't know if anyone saw the video I did on like Sunday morning, I think it was, is every week you get these kind of like mystery boxes. And so far I've had one that was worth $30, and then one the other day that was worth 80, I think it was. And
I should remember to open those, because I think there are a few that I've missed, because I opened each one and it had like $1 in there.
Yeah, I mean, you do get ones like that, and at the moment with the VIP one, you seem to get much better prizes. I think it's like the it's like the Harrods crackers, where you get like a, you get a, I don't know, if you get a iPhone charger or something, in your cracker.
Not an iPhone, but yeah. Or just the joke is some actual existential philosophical riddle that's actually answered definitively.
yeah. But no, with the VIPs, I mean, I don't actually totally qualify for the VIP 7, but because I'm mates with the affiliate guy, who is actually in our Discord, by the way. So join the Discord, savewithcrypto.org/Discord. Join the Discord. But because I'm sort of friendly with him, I was like, can you just bump me up to VIP 7 anyway? And he did. So, and I'm getting free money now. So
he seems very obliging, doesn't he? It's like literally just kind of. I'd imagine that anyone in the Discord. I'm not saying this will work, but I imagine the scenario where anyone in the Discord might ask him, "Oh, can I be bumped up to this? I want to fancy a go at trading with lower fees, blah blah blah." Sure, give it a go. There you go.
Yeah, I mean they just want you to use the platform, and it's a cool platform as well. It's good, So
it's great. Yeah, Bitunix is the one I use. It's become my exchange of choice. Definitely, okay. It says here on the script, but genuinely, it's. I was a great fan of Blofin, but I just prefer Bitunix. Sorry, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. And so 9 out of 10 traders who expressed a preference said that they prefer Bitunix.
Yeah.
Do you remember that with Whiskers cat food? It was like, it started off being say like cats prefer Whiskers, and it was like, well, yeah, you didn't survey the cats, did you? Like, then it was like 9 out of 10 cats owners, and then it was like, no, that's not true. So then it became 9 out of 10 cats owners who expressed a preference preferred Whiskers, something like that.
It's always 8 out of 10, isn't it? Because I think 9 just didn't. Well, obviously 10 wouldn't sound believable. It's like seeing a self-published book on Amazon and it's got a ream of like 5-star reviews, each of which is like half a sentence or something. So like 9 out of 10 is also not really believable. So 8 out of 10 is perfect, isn't it? Because it seems plausible.
Well,
and still good,
Well, that's what happened when I put Quadzilla into Perplexity and said, like, how good's this indicator? And it said, well,
right.
it claims 100% accuracy on gold. That can't be true. And it was like, you didn't actually. No, it wasn't Perplexity, was it? It was that other thing that Mr. Delta uses, Manus AI or something. But anyway, it got it wrong, and it was almost like this can't be true because it's too good, but the actual example I was showing was actually true. Anyway,
yeah.
Sorry, I digressed and lost a load of people there, and like everyone.
Let's get back to the TA. Yeah.
Anyway,
but one thing just very quickly. So I just noticed on here, still about Bitunix. That's an amazing prize if you get it, because like it's not even just like win a Tesla; it's actually win Tesla. Christ, Well, I assume so. It's what it says. So just enter that competition because bleeding heck, you know what I mean. So liquidation heat map
shares.
Well, might be that. No, I mean they don't specify. They just say win Tesla, so that must be what they mean. So anyway, liquidation heat map. Kind of forgot why we're looking at this now. Oh yeah, it was the imbalancing, wasn't it? So if I go back to there, so essentially, the price has been doing that kind of. You're into electronics and physics and weird stuff like that, aren't you? So like, what is when it's a waveform that's kind of doing that and it's gradually compressing until it reaches that the middle bit? What's that called?
I don't know.
It failed.
I don't know.
You're a phony.
It's a sine wave with a diminishing envelope, but it's like that doesn't.
Perfect. Yeah, diminishing envelope. Thank you. So the I can now repeat that and sound knowledgeable.
Well, that's what it'd be if it was like a bing, sort of.
Yeah. So the diminishing envelope was happening kind of like there, essentially. It's along that same fair value level at the 50%. So it's kind of doing that, and it's getting narrower and narrower, compressing a bit, and then, until it obviously didn't. It's now in fact, it still kind of is, but it's now formed support above. Just draw that in. So it's a continuation of that level, like so. So it's essentially formed support above that level and really above that retracement level as well, which is virtually the same price. So, it seems more uppy than downy. So if it does come down, I was talking earlier about where it might come down to, and it seems like if it did, it might actually be that level, which is at 892. Well, that retracement level is at 899. Call it 90,000. So suggests that 90k is going to be kind of like the level to watch, because the price probably will come down a bit. If it drops below there, which was 91.5, then you'd expect that to be the next level of support for it to bounce away from. So there's that. But I was going to look quickly at this, maybe on the, I don't know, monthly. So I guess all of that is a month, isn't it? So that tells us, if I do that, did that work? Yeah, good. That tells us that there is kind of a absolute balance just there, isn't there? The price is at that kind of area, and it's it looks like it could head down to there, or it could go to there. In either case, and it's going to take something to move that. Like for example, we've got the tariffs decision again. I think Scotty mentioned that as well in the chat. But we've got the tariffs alleged decision again later on today, 10 a.m. ET. So I guess in the UK that'd be about 3 p.m. I think
it is 3 p.m.
Yeah. So if they get to that one this time, then that could be the thing that pushes the price sharply in one direction or the other, unless those that are in the know already know, and it's already been priced in. Don't know. But you still get some volatility, I'm sure. So, yeah, there's that. And anything else that's worth looking at just while we're here?
Oh, blimey. Do you want to have a look at Solana?
Yeah, sure. Probably have to make it fairly quick, to be honest. I ought to go. But Solana. So where are we? On the daily. So do you have any thoughts on Solana at the moment?
I think it looks good.
Yeah, it does.
I'm such a fan of looking at it on the 1 minute time frame. I know it sounds crazy, but like it does. it does do the retracement so well, and
Yeah.
and I
Okay. Just do that. Whoosh. Okay.
so currently it's coming down towards that one at like 143.9 sort of thing. But then you've got a few more below, so I don't, it's obviously gone up quite a lot, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's quite possible it might sort of like wick down through the whole lot. It depends what happens to this tariff stuff, I suppose, doesn't it? So
Yeah. True.
I can see it sort of whooshing down to like 138 and closing all them sort of retracements and then zooming back up again. Something like
Potentially.
that.
Yeah. I would say here that it's like, well, it's done it again. I see what you mean about the retracement levels on the 1 minute, but the retracement channels seem to work pretty well as well. And it's exactly that thing again, where it's doing its diminishing envelope ish around that 50% level. Perfect balance, down, and in which case, the downward impulsive move kind of won out, so it might well reach down to that level before bouncing back up. And even if it does that, it might bounce for a while within that the kind of the discount price zone below the 50% before it pushes back through up. And similar thing with that one. Well, both those really. There's multiple overlapping channels on this, but that's actually quite useful sometimes, because you can see that it forms kind of a fair value thing there. It's where all these different price magnets have just kind of cancelled each other or averaged out to that zone. It's been the fair value zone. And sure enough, the price just moved along, using it as support in this case, before it kind of broke down and just touched that retracing level, which is amazing. And yeah, so very quickly, so I was just looking on the daily. So it's kind of drawn in that, by the way, anyone, like you were saying, anyone who is watching this but doesn't have Quadzilla, I hope you're amazed and now really, really want to get Quadzilla, because it really is quite uncanny. It's this thing like the realization that between us we'd kind of created a monster. And it's, so yeah, it's uncannily, weirdly, consistently accurate. So yeah. Anyway, this bit isn't Quadzilla, so not the best follow up from that. But I'd drawn in that area as kind of an order block, that the price was using that alternately as support and resistance, but generally just kind of returning to it, trying to break above, drop down, just kind of touched but not quite that retracement level, and using that as support. And then it's kind of back into it again, broke above, coming back down into it. But you might, that sort of level there might, well, I like that message. It's good. That might become the support level now, because that's kind of, again, like 50% level within that range, sort of fair value. In fact, all the way along it's been touching that, isn't it? Also, just looking back a little bit, I should do this. It was there was something I was looking at earlier. Oh no, I think maybe not. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot. There was something else I was going to point out, but there's can't see it now. Oh no, it's there. Okay, yeah. Just interestingly, just like where the price wicked down to there, also became the top just over there. In fact, it wicked down to it again. So, in fact, maybe if I do that as a let me do this. Yes. virtually that, isn't it? So that line also a retracement level all the way back here, and virtually that one. So again, the price is kind of doing that through there. Support there. Wicks down to the same level, up back to the same level below it. Then it's kind of resistant, especially there and there. And now it's butting up against that same resistance over here. So it kind of has to push through probably numerous sell orders that are just like within that area there, which is kind of 146.7. And if it can get above there, then hopefully that'll then be support, or at least good. Interesting. So I drew that in Saturday. What was I doing drawing lines on a Saturday? I should take the weekend off. But
maybe he had nothing else better to do.
That's probably it. Yeah. In which case, that probably was just a random squiggly line, to be honest. But it's so far it's been following that. If it can stay the course and work its way up, then that. But I suspect it'll come down and touch that level again before heading up, if that's the way it wants to go. So that's that. Yeah, pretty much got to go, I think. So what else could I bring up? There was this, of course. So if you do want to get Quadzilla, it gets you access to the Discord as well, and it's a ridiculously cheap £80 a month, or on the annual plan it works out at £60 a month, and you get Quadzilla itself, and has built-in stats modules for various things and so on, so you can kind of see exactly how effective it's going to be. Like you sort of change the settings and kind of see exactly what percentage of consistent wins that you can get through looking on particular trading pairs and time frames and so on as you adjust the settings. Although the default settings are pretty good out of the box anyway. So so you get that, and obviously, as I said, you get access to the Discord as well, which, as Save was saying, has the guy from Bitunix in there, who's eager to answer your questions, I think, and VIP level requests or whatever. So, what else? There's that. Yeah. This old thing.
I was going to say, so we've got all this way without you shilling your own channel, Actually,
yeah, exactly.
I did watch your part to the CES last night, and
excellent.
Yeah, I do quite fancy one of them weird sort of things in a jar.
The waifu in a jar. It's weird because one of them, there were two of them, weren't there? Because there was the Razer one, which is holographic.
Was it the Amy one? Was it Amy?
Yeah. There's Amy and there's Ava. Why aren't they called like Ken and Bob? You can kind of see who the target market is for those.
Sharon.
Sharon. The Razer one is genuinely holographic, but the other one, the Amy from whoever it was, does a trick. So like it's they have like two front-facing discrete cameras on the thing that sits on your desk, and it keeps track of where you're looking. So I suppose partly it's like sort of, hey, I'm up here, but also just so it can get the perspective. So if you like move your head slightly, it adjusts in real time because it's a curved LED that it's displaying, so it does a quick bit of maths and moves it, so it seems like actual perspective. Pretty clever, and therefore probably a bit cheaper than the actual holographic display from Razer, but both kind of a bit creepy. So it's constantly being watched by this thing on the desk, and that's obviously going back to their servers, I would think, whatever they say.
Yeah,
I don't know what they'd want to do with that data, though. It's just like, yeah.
I just think there needs to be more technology to to kind of get people to go outside more, rather than stay indoors more,
Yeah, it's like a long pole that you can kind of extend out of the window and touch grass outside, and then just retract it.
Oh, right. So you don't actually have to go outside.
Oh, so you don't go outside? Yeah, that's fair.
No, I think people need to go outside more. Definitely.
A thing that well, just get some dodgy electrics. So it sets a house on fire, forces you out, smokes you out.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. So I was going to say just on this, anyone watching, if you wouldn't mind, please do head over, check out Mafftopia on YouTube. If you're watching on X, do click over to Mafftopia and follow on there, and do subscribe, follow, do all of the good things. It'd be much appreciated. So we do like regular science and technology updates and things, and it's kind of fun on there, like maybe twice a week or thereabouts. And that's it. Shilling done.
Okay, well done. And don't forget to like this stream as well, because otherwise, I don't know, we'll
just dwindle.
Yeah. We don't want any dwindling happening, do we?
No.
Okay. So
we didn't go through the chat, did we? Like the hellos and things.
If you got time, it'd be great.
If we do it in like turbo mode,
okay.
Then sure. So we got Scotty, Heidi, hi campers, hoody ho. Hello, Kaz. Hoody ho, hi. Yeah, I think I followed. Hi Kaz. Hi Kaz. Oh, on two different channels, I guess.
Oh, that was the Twitch thing, wasn't it? Yeah.
Hi Kaz. Oh, Kaz is popular today. And Nick K. Hi. Ho. Supreme Court will issue a ruling. Yeah. Which will be 3 p.m, won't it, for that?
For us, yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, afternoon, folks. Make up your mind. And I guess whichever part of the world that you're in. So, trading can be summed up in these song lyrics. What song is that?
You got to know.
You gotta. I thought it was like you gotta run with it.
I have no idea what that is. You got to know when.
It's obviously Texas Hold'em, I guess, or whatever. But no, you don't fold in poker, do you? It's pontoon.
Is it a song about origami?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, don't you diss my flapping bird? I think, but afternoon, guys. Nice. Yeah, I should have quit while I was ahead. I don't know what SSSL sequence is. Any idea?
Solid state stop loss. No idea.
No, but it's probably quite impressive anyway. So I'm long with ya. I see it as playing out a bullish. Were you long?
I was long. Yeah. From the start of the stream. Yeah.
Yeah. I was paying attention on it. So I'm long. I see it's playing out a bullish divergence and an inverse head and shoulders. 106k price. Is that what it is? We're talking. Seems tough, but resistance along at 96 and 100. Yeah, definitely. Good day from Townsville. What's the opposite of good day in Australia? What's the goodbye? It's just good night. Or
I don't know.
Maybe they just don't really have one. By that stage, they've all drunk lots of Fosters and passed out or whatever. I don't know. CXTP ripped up 100% today. 100%. Oh no. That'd be nice. Actually, I went through some of these. Old Kent Road. Yeah. Put a hotel in it. That would be good. Chippy. And,
Actually, to be honest, any property in Old Kent Road would be nice.
True. Yeah, I wouldn't really complain now. So, in my opinion, crypto is going to explode in the next 18 months. We'll be so rich. We will have FU money. Yeah. We probably will. I hope so. I think it's going to go down a bit first. Of course, it's going to like I'm sorry, Debbie Downer, but because we have to hit the bear market bottom first, whether that's in from where it's like if it happens soon, like July, August, that'd be amazing, and then up from there.
Oh, sorry. trying to play something gloomy, I couldn't think what.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
I was born on the wrong side of the street. Or something. So,
There you go. Yeah.
So, this, I think it's generally accepted, isn't it, that this last bull run was a bit disappointing, a bit muted. So maybe, hopefully, this, in the interest of synchronicity, synchronicity, symmetry, even in the interest of symmetry, this bear market that we're kind of entered into, will be similarly muted and an upside down form of disappointing. So, so we may not hit ultra low levels, and it may not take very long. So if it's like July, August, a lot of people are saying like September, October, and for the 356 days or whatever from the high to the low on average. But so as soon as we hit that, then yeah, I think heading on up, and there's so many macroeconomic conditions that are in place, looking good, setting in place for all of that. So as soon as the interest rate is allowed to just be dragged down to some ridiculously low rate, and the money printers are just put into overdrive, those are probably the main things that can drive it. And as soon as the profit rotation, people just stop buying bloody silver. Just put your profits into Bitcoin where they belong. We would all be a lot happier. So as soon as that starts happening, and good things continue to happen with the stock market, I suppose. As long as nobody notices we're in a perilous, like, long-term recession, and the housing market, the 18-year housing market, is at its peak and about to tumble, but that might not happen for another year or two, maybe for another 18 months. So so as long as certain things hold true, then this could be a good 18 months for definite. After starting in 6 months' time. So fill the imbalance in 4 hour. Yeah, I think the yo-yo season up and down. Exactly. Woo! Yeah, thank you guys and gals. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, that one. Liquidation heat map. Coin glass upgrade. They do. Yee. I'm running out of responses. EKS still needs to do Bitunix. Definitely do it. Do it.
Well, I mean, do it soon. Excuse me. Do it as soon as you can, because that offer runs out on the 30th of January, and if you start doing it like today, you can get your trading volume up and get the extra bonus as well. So get it done.
Yeah. So time is of the essence on that one. I like that comment, by the way. Perfect exchange. Win a Tesla figurine. I bet it is just that. Crab indicator sideways. Yeah. Lit. What's lit?
What the hell's that?
Don't know. The literature token. Small, long, low leverage. Yeah. probably sensible. It's if it's a shitcoin, then short an IP and H bar. No, I didn't, and I'm not in Birmingham. But
No.
um,
Is that
do you
sort of
sell merch?
pollution, was it? Or...
Maybe. Merch, that's an interesting point. Ought to have like a Quadzilla t-shirt at least. Maybe for Maftopia as well. I was thinking that. But yeah, unless it's Birmingham merch. I mean, so are we bullish? Yeah, I think so. Yes. Ah, okay. Right, Kenny Rogers. Yeah, you do fold in poker. We fold.
Sorry, I was just going to say I have no idea what lit is. Just try to look it up. It doesn't exist. No, maybe it does. I don't know. There is something on BitGet called lit. Okay, all right, fair enough.
Okay.
Right. Sorry. Anyway,
Sure. Yeah. Are we in a super cycle though? Quite likely, I think. I still think I was of the opinion that that maybe we're shifted now. We're in a 5-year cycle rather than a 4-year, but it's just looking so much like the 4-year thing is just playing out, just like clockwork. So I don't know. This is the first time I've ever seen everything else pumping, but not crypto. That's not over yet. I think that's been happening quite a lot, isn't it? This first. So like for a lot of 2025, it was just what the hell was going on, So maybe what I suspect is that this relief rally, either I don't know what will happen with this relief rally, but I hope it goes very high. But then I do think that this crypto winter will be quite short-lived, I think, and then we'll have a sooner than expected just launch into the next bull market, which will be multi-year, one hopes, but it'll actually ascend quite steeply and just carry on like as you were, as I was saying, like from July, August maybe, because I think that that'll take people by surprise when they're expecting September, October. They'll be front run, maybe. There's got to be some bullish manipulators left. Yeah, just tweak those manipulators, what I say. And cheers, everyone. Oh yeah, thank you. Good for the reminder. I need to go. That's it, really.
all right. Well, thanks very much for coming along today. I wasn't expecting you, and that was great. So thank you for everyone else coming along today. Please do give the live stream a like, and just get involved. Check out Quadzilla if you haven't got it already. Join the Discord; it's free to join. Do check out that Bitunix link as well, because the offer is one of the best ones I've ever seen, and I can't believe no one's. Well, I think about 3 people have signed up since New Year's Day, so it's pretty rubbish, really. And but I don't understand why, because the offer's brilliant. I mean, I'm trading mostly with free money at the moment, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Maybe they just don't quite believe it. It's like the 8 out of 10 cats thing, isn't it? Just,
Okay,
you need to make the offer slightly worse.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah, well, we should do that with the Quadzilla. We should make it so that it shows like sort of 80% accuracy rather than 93% like it does, and people actually buy it then because they that's for real anyway. But it's not. It is 90% accurate anyway. So do
Often
check,
95 plus. Yeah.
It's stunning. Can't believe what we've done there. Anyway, that's own trumpets blown. So I'll say goodbye. All right. Take care, everyone.
Yep.
See you all tomorrow.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.